Hi guys, welcome to Cumbrian Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. Now today we parked up just outside the village of Braithwaite in the same car park that I parked in when I did my walk to Force Crag Mine in the winter time. But this time we're going to be heading out the other end of the car park. As you can see, there's a set of steps just out the other side of the car park, and we're going to be heading up to Grisedale Pike to WILDCAMP the evening. Once again, Grisedale Pike's not somewhere I've been before, so I'm really looking forward to ticking this one off the list. So that first little section just out the car park starts off steep steps, continues steep gravel. I've reached the first little corner where there's a little bit of a resting point where views down the valley over Bass Lake have opened up. So that's the steep little path where we've come from, just down there. And as you can see, Bass Lake's just popped into view. So I've turned another corner now, and the path has started to level off somewhat. Bass Lake's still in view, but as I spin you around, lovely views down the valley, and we're looking right down on top of the village. So we've reached another little area where I'm going to take a break. Although it's misty, I would say, it is very warm, the sun keeps peeking through, so I am sweating quite a bit, but the views are starting to open out now. So Bass Lake still just in view. That's the path we've come up just there. Braithwaite, and we can just still see the start and the middle of Derwent Water. Lovely views up the valley, and we've got a lovely little not so steep bit, thankfully. So that's the view looking back from where we've come from. Still see Braithwaite, and as we look down the valley, it's a lovely little meandering river beck, and that is where we're heading for the night, the big peak right in the centre of the screen. It does look like we've got one false summit on the way there, and then a steep climb up to the top. So I'm just looking for somewhere appropriate to have a water break, take on some water so I don't get dehydrated. Ooh. Chin chin, the beer will have to wait till we get to the top. Oh. So that's me now at the top of that first false summit, just looking back down towards Derwent Water, Keswick and Braithwaite. You can see the wee path that we've taken. Looking over Grisedale Forest, you can see all the paths and that through the trees and where they're felt. And I've probably got the same climb again to do what I've just done up to that first summit to get to the top. So I'm going to have a good rest here because I'm not joking, I'm pooped. And again, you can just see the river flowing down the bottom. That's the river that I walked up when I was going to Force Crag Mine. And you can just and so see the settling pond and the start and the couple of buildings of Force Crag Mine just down below us. So once we get to the top, we should get a better view looking down on there. So yeah, definitely time to get the backpack off and just have a sit down. Honestly, if you guys are trying to decide whether you should be going out on the fells or not, you may be thinking you're up for it. Maybe think you can't hack it. Honestly, if I can do it, anybody can. I'm still by no means in any decent shape at all, but you know, I push myself to get out because I love it. So if you're thinking that you're woman and ahhing about going out on the fells, just get yourself out. Just take it at your own pace, and before you know it, you'll be loving it just like me. Oh wow, that's us about halfway up the final ascent, halfway up that scurry. So far I've had to do a little bit of climbing, a little bit of scrambling. It's pretty hard going, so I'm in need of another break. Probably get some more water on board. As you can see, I'm pretty red in the face, sweating profusely, and there's quite a few midges about. I haven't had a chance to get the spray on yet, so that's going to be one of the first things I do when I get to the top. So what I'll do is I'll just give you a little bit of a look around from where I am, and then we'll crack on and hit the summit. So yeah, we're starting to get some lovely panoramic views across the top of the mountains now. Derwent water's a lot more visible, and as you can see, it is quite hazy. So yeah, beautiful nonetheless. So looking down on Grisedale Forest there, and then what I'll do, we'll just spin you around, and as you can see, she is a steep one heading up to the top here. So we're just about at the top. A little bit of a cairn here with some old metalworks around it. Definitely getting some awesome panoramic views now. Absolutely beautiful. And just a short way up to the top. So here we are at the very top of Grisedale Pike. Definitely worth the effort to get up here. 100%. Absolutely stunning. Just looking back on the summit there, we have got some more metalworks. I don't know whether it's been part of a fence at some point. By the looks of it, it's got holes in it. But we've got another couple just down there. I'm hoping if I wander just over this edge here, we'll hopefully get a view down on the mine. Yeah, I'm not wanting to get too close to the edge, but it's looking like there's a bit of a false summit just down there blocking us the view of the mine, but we are literally right on top of it. Right, I'm going to be honest with you, although that wasn't as hard as summiting Red Pike, that's pretty much my gas tank empty. That was hard work. I've took my time and gone at my own pace and made it up, but there's not much left in the tank. So time is getting away from me a little bit. It has taken me a little bit longer to get up here than I would have wanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a pitch, get my tent set up, and then I can chill for the night. Right, that's me all set up and finally cooled down. I don't think I've ever been so ready for a beer in all my life. So just before that, what I'll do is give you a quick look around my setup for tonight, and then it is most definitely beer o'clock. As you can see, I've found myself a perfect little spot. I must admit it's a little bit close to the path for my liking, but there isn't that much of a choice of pitches up here, so I've banged it there and I'm pretty happy with that. And the views out of the tent tonight are as such. I say quite hazy, but still beautiful. Fingers crossed for a lovely sunset tonight. So yeah, once again in the Fox 2. We've got the fire pot orzo pasta bolognese, the meat one this time. I've got the Adventure Foods muesli for breakfast if I want it, some jelly babies and a Yorkie bar, once again using the Solar X cook set. And unfortunately I didn't have time to go and get some proper local ales, so it was just a Asda shop. So we've got the Salt Jute Sessions IPA, Juicy Hazy at 4.2, Siren Soundwave IPA, and that is 5.6. We've got the Magic Rock Brewing Cannonball IPA, 7.4, could be a good one that, and the Siren Broken Dream coming in at 6.5, so definitely looking forward to that. And I think I'm going to have the Salt Juicy one, Juicy Hazy first, because I've got a fair thirst on. Inside the tent, I'm on the climate insulated Static V once again. However, I have dug out the Leviathan EV900. I'm going to work at about 4:30 in the morning, and of late it's been quite cool, so I thought better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Trichology pillar, got my down jacket and a fleece in the back. You can see my rucksack there. My electrical pack, my jungle juice, and my baby wipes. So yeah, beer o'clock it is. So yeah, I've just got my seat perched up just up a bit further towards the path. Definitely ready for a beer. Man, that was hard work. So yeah, Jute Sessions IPA from the Salt Brewery, Juicy Hazy at 4.2. So let's crack this bad boy and see what it's all about. So ready for this. Cheers everyone. Oh. Very nice that. I wouldn't say it's particularly juicy, but these are the fruit undertone in there, and most definitely thirst quenching. That's bloody lovely, that. Absolutely bloody lovely. Oh. Right, I was going to finish this and just sit and chill and enjoy the view for a while. So I'll see you shortly. So I just had a wander back up to the top just to get a few photos and that. We are losing the light. It's only about 7:30, but we're losing the light quite a bit, and it's also cooled down quite considerably. There's a lovely cool breeze, but I'm already feeling my hands are getting a bit cold. So once I've done this, I'm just going to go and jump in my tent, have another beer and get some food on. But before I do that, we're going to start one last look from the summit. So once again, down to the blue water. Something hazy, very strange, but still quite pretty. Back over Grisedale Forest. Just have to wander back over here. Down to where I've pitched my tent for the night. I've seen a couple of people just before I pitched up, but I haven't seen a soul since, so it looks like I've got the spot to myself for the night. So the wind has picked up, so I've retired back to my tent, and it's now food time. So as I said before, we're having the orzo pasta bolognese from Firepot. The meat version, it is lactose free and 635 calories. I've poured the amount of water in that I should have done, and I've left it for 15 minutes. So if this is anywhere near as good as the vegan one that I had, I'll be more than happy. Just took my sleeping bag out of the way, and let's see what this bad boy is all about. It does appear to have rehydrated really well. I'll give it a good stir. I have got into the habit of putting slightly more water in these than it says, just to make sure that everything rehydrates properly. smells good. You'll have to forgive me. I'm actually leaning on the hand that I need to eat with, so let's give this a whirl. Not much flavour coming through straight away, although everything tastes as though it's rehydrated properly. Don't seem to be getting any hard bits, which is good. Still not much in the way of flavour coming through. A little tiny bit, but not much. Definitely one of the better ones for hydrating, that's for sure. No, still no flavour. A little bit bland, that, to be fair. But as I always say, it's warm, it's calories, it'll do the job. So I'll away and finish this, and I'll bring you back when it's beer time. So I finished my meal, and I'll be honest with you, there wasn't much flavour come through at all. Like I say, it was warm, calories, did the job, but definitely not one of my favourites. That I definitely preferred the vegan one that I had. So once again, it's beer o'clock. We're going to try the Magic Rock Brewing Cannonball. So yeah, this is 7.4% India Pale Ale. Let's give it a go. As you can see, the light is drawing in very quickly. There's not much light at all. I've got my little light up in my tent. So I don't think it'll be long before I'm going to bed. So let's try the Cannonball. She's got a kick to it, that. It actually tastes stronger than the Triple Hazy. I wouldn't say there's much flavour to that. I think it's all strength. But yeah, the Cannonball will do the job. So once again, I'll away and finish this off. And then I'll be honest with you guys, I am knackered. So I think I'll be heading to bed very shortly. So I may or may not do any recording, but obviously if I do, I'll bring you back. But if not, we'll see you in the morning.
Deep within, here we go, but somehow I'm caught in the middle. Is this the end before we've even begun? Should I work against the flow? A drop in the ocean so endless, reaching for our moments miles above. I just need one, diving in to all this endless space, falling stars, but still I see you. Sweet escape, a lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part. Swimming in this deep, deep blue. now I'll embrace our wondrous sea. Diving in to all this endless space, falling stars, but still I see you. Sweet escape, a lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part. Swimming in this deep, deep blue. I'm diving in, falling stars, a lovely start. Swimming in this deep, deep blue.
Morning everyone. Well, slept on and off a bit really. It's now 10 to 5 in the morning. The rain has been on and off, so I shall be putting my waterproofs on before heading back to the car. So yeah, time to get torn down and what have you, get myself at home.
So that's me all packed up. You can see that's the area where I was with my tent last night. There's nothing left behind there. And that is my rucksack with my rubbish bag tied onto the side. So once again, as it should be, I have definitely left no trace. The wind is really high this morning, so hope you can hear me okay, but we are starting to get a little bit of light. I'll just spin you around from where I was pitched. It actually looks a lot better on camera than it does in real life, to be honest. So yeah, we'll be heading over the hump of that hill and away back down to the car very shortly. So thank you very much for joining me on this one. Grisedale Pike, boshed. So until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad.